welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a new video today about the water pump. So when the water pump gets exploded or cracked, what happens is you can just totally lose your car because without coolant your motor would get big damages inside. So I'm going to show you how to replace the water pump on a 2020 Dodge Ram 1500. So if you see these signs is a sign of a water pump leak. If you go underneath the car, let's say the first thing you can do is check your coolant level. If there is no coolant on your reservoir, go underneath the car and then see if there's any sign of a leakage or something like that. Another sign is also that the fan will start working more often or harder than normal. So those are the signs that you can just tell that you're losing coolant. So in this case, the previous owner had additives to this coolant, and then like there's a lot of sealers or something like that, so that's what they added, but it never fixed it. So in this case we're gonna remove everything and we're gonna do it the right way. So we're gonna replace the water pump with the new gaskets and everything. So let's start removing all the housings, all the hoses, electrical wires, sensors, so that way we can replace it. So you need a screwdriver to remove the bolts. Also you need to remove these little clamps with little hoses and sensor wires. The little clips, you just remove it nicely and easy without forcing nothing. Same thing with these hoses. If you put your fingers from underneath, just push it to the top, you will lose the clip, and then you can just pull it out. Okay, I hope you can see in the video how I'm doing it. Just push up and then remove. So now also what you have to do is you have to okay, so we have this, we have that one. Okay, we need to remove the clamp from the air filter box. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is remove this air filter box and this tube here. So let's remove it. Okay, as soon as you lose this one, you can just easily just lift it up. Just if you see like that, just don't remove the screws from the housing. Just keep them in there, so that way you don't lose those screws and you don't mix with the other. Put it on the side. Just put it on the safe side. So like you see, I'm working outside. It's kind of rainy today, but I mean we're just having fun. There's some, you can check on the throttle if there is some oil. So that's another thing that's another issue. But let's work on the pump first. Okay, so like you see this clamp, you just put the flat screwdriver and on the clip it, and that's it. So now this is the upper hose. So like I said, now we're gonna have to we need to remove this pulley, and then so this pulley has to come out from the housing because this is stuck in the pump housing. So we need to do that. We need to remove the I think it's a 17 millimeter or something like that. Okay, so but we need to remove this bolt first. Lose the bolt. The first thing what you have to do is lose the tensioning belt. Okay, so in order to remove the tensioning belt, you need one of those like ratchets. So I'll show you this one here. Sorry for the mess that I have in my tools. I'm always working, and at the end of the day I just mix everything. So okay, I'm trying to get my tools to work with. So definitely you need a set of sockets, so that way you can work here using like different ones. As you see, my ratchet, I'm putting it into the little hole, square hole that you have. That's made it for. So just stick down like I'm using mine. It's like flexible head, so it will help me to like go down without disturbing any hoses or nothing like that. So let's see if we can put this one right in the hole. As you see, there's I have these hoses that are in the way. So okay, so if you put this one, you press and then you lose the tension. As soon as you lose the tension, then just remove this belt. Okay, see, nice and easy. Just one thing that you have to do is make sure that you remember how the diagram of the belt is. Okay, remember how it was. Another thing is later on you can just search online or something like that for the diagram of the belt. I will put the diagram of the belt at the end of the video. This is part one, so it's going to be more parts, so because the video is really long, so probably it's going to be like 3 parts or something like that. So just see, now we have everything moved. So now we have to remove this this pulley from the housing, because that has to come out. This will take you time, but not difficult. I'll say it will take you probably like you have all your tools and everything, probably like 5 hours of a job, 4 hours maybe, depending on how much of experience you have and how ready you are. So before you start anything, just make sure you have the part with you already, like the correct part with the gaskets and everything. So also put a container underneath the engine so you can drain the coolant into the container, so you don't drip this one right into the floor. So you see this clip, it has to be removed. You have to remove the clip. Okay, and then after you remove the clip, just put it on the side. Also, these 2 little hoses has to be removed. Okay, that's another clip that you have to remove, because there's sensors that is clamping. You will see how I remove the sensors later on. One sensor I'm going to pass from one side to another later on. If you follow the steps step by step, then you're gonna do it correctly, and then you should be good. Some areas are a little difficult to get into, so you definitely have to remove some hoses, some clamps. So now, in order to drain the coolant system, we have to remove the lower radiator hose. Okay, so if you see the one that is on the top is the upper radiator hose, the one that is stuck into the pump, um, and the other one, the lower, it's all the way down, like you will see where I'm reaching it right now. I'm gonna reach down. So this is what happens. So before, the guys, they put a liquid or something in here like sealant, so it's all damaged. The coolant's dirty, so we had to drain the system, like drain the radiators in order to add a new one. If you see the coolant, there was a lot of gummy stuff, but right now it's a little cleaner because I already drained some, but there was worse than the way you see now. So if you use a channel lock or something like that, you just try to put your hands all the way down, try to reach the clamp to move. If not, if you can, then I will say sometimes if you can lift the car or go underneath the car, it's even better to remove the lower hose clamps. So right now, if I come from the underneath the car, it's even better. So as you see, it's more space, and I'm able to reach the clamp. See, it comes up easily. Now the thing is, after you remove the clamp, you need a flat screwdriver, like something strong or long, so that way you can try to reach from the top and see if you can put the screwdriver between the rubber and the aluminum, so that way you can remove the rubber, because this gets welded with the time and years, get welded into the aluminum thing. So you have to be like carefully moving without damaging the hose. So even sometimes you have to buy another hose, but if you can save it, that'll be good. So but before that, you have to clean first, because after you remove, it might going to be like grinding inside. So the way if you see the way I'm doing, I'm trying to pull with the flat screwdriver because it's seized up in the aluminum. As soon as you start losing, then it's going to start moving, and you should be okay. Sorry for the video that is too long. So, but the thing is, I'm trying to make the video as more detailed. The more, I mean, the less that I delete bad parts, I mean, you will show you more exactly what's going on. As you see, I was able to remove the hose, but I had a container underneath. It's dripping down in the bottom. Be careful, always work with this one when it's cold, okay? Never work with the hot fluids. In this case mine was warm, but it's not like really hot, and especially like I know what I'm doing, so I'm. But if you're like a beginner and everything, so try to not to work with the uh, hot chemics and hot coolant, okay? Now if you open the radiator cup, then you will give some air, you relieve some air, and then it will drain better, okay? Nice. As soon as this it's rained, it's a drainer, then you can start working with the other hoses. To reach out down the bottom with those little hoses is not going to be easy, but if you keep trying and trying, then you will get there. So what I was looking at also for these little hoses, after you can after you remove the other hoses, you have more space. So what you can do is you can get a small plier, not this big, something that you can close, open and close, like a medium straight plier, something like this one here. That will help, but it's going to make your life easier. Look. So with this plier is working better, so be careful with the aluminum, because you don't want to break the aluminum pipe, so then it's going to be hard to find. When you buy the water pump, make sure they send you with the gasket, because what happened to me is that the first time I went to AutoZone and bought one of the pumps, but the box was open, and then when I realized it, that the gasket wasn't in the box. So always when you buy the pump, make sure they give you the gasket too, because otherwise without the gasket there's nothing you can do. so as you see, guys, that's how we're moving. Just stay with me. Follow to my channel. Subscribe if you can. Like, share, and subscribe. So that way you can see my other parts. Because like I said, here in this video is going to be part 1, part 2, and part 3. This is the part 1 that is going to be online like today. So and then the next one is coming soon. So just try to follow my channel so that we can work together and have fun, enjoy with more stuff like this. So thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me. So I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the day. See you next time.